So what I was saying was, often it happens that um, the expense you made 1 lakh, but the allowable expense becomes 1 lakh 50. So often government tries to promote certain things, and this is the way they do it. So even if you are not incurring that much, still you are given the facility, given the benefit for it, so that more people will come into that business, whichever the government is trying to promote. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, any other questions other than this? Okay. Now, as we saw, for most of the questions, we'll be going by this way only. Not just most, for all the questions, in fact. We will never go by the normal logic of going by sales, expense, all the expense, then minus, and this and that. No. We'll go from net income always. So this is the format in which we'll be solving the question, where we'll be asked to calculate the taxable profits and gains from business and profession. Now, we will have net income as per books. Then we will add inadmissible expenses. What is this inadmissible expenses?
What is not allowed, that difference?
Yes, exactly. Now, then we will deduct income credited but not taxable under this head and admissible expenses. So the second one, the admissible expenses, is where I was talking about that extra 5. It was 20, it became 25. That extra 5 should be deducted here. What is the other one? Let's talk about that. Give me 1 second. I'll give you an example quickly. Let's talk about one more example here. Okay. Suppose income from business as per books is 2,000. Profit on sale of land is 3,000. Income from lottery, suppose 300. This is what your income statement is giving you. This is the profit. 5,300 is the profit that income statement is giving you. Okay. So on the income side, you have all these incomes, and then you have expenses, and all that is coming to 5,300. Tell me about these two: profit on sale of land and income from lottery. Are these to be charged in this head, profits and gains on business and profession, or any other head?
Sale of land seems like a capital gain.
Yes, that is capital gain. That is absolutely correct. And income from lottery?
Other heads.
Other sources. Other sources. So now that is the case, when we start our calculation as income and we say the income is 5,300, what should we do now? We should deduct, right? These two.
Yes.
One is 3,000, one is 300. Makes sense? Any questions on that? Why should we deduct?
This is non-admissible income, right?
No. That is incorrect. What you said just is incorrect. It is not inadmissible. It's rather income from some other head, income related to some other head, not this head.
So if that is the case, why we need to first of all add it? Like we can directly deduct it, right?
We can directly deduct as in, sorry?
See, what we are doing is we are adding all the incomes, then we are trying to deduct the one which is been like sourced from other source of income.
Got it. No, we are adding because the addition is done as per the accounts, as per
standard
for preparation of income statement and balance sheet. That is completely different. Now we are just taking help of the income statement and taking the net income that is given at the end of it. And on that, we are doing some adjustments in order to calculate the taxable income. So it will automatically be given by added only, with addition only.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, please? Okay. So this is what we are discussing now. The income credited but not taxable under this head. This will also be deducted, like we discussed just now here. So the second part, admissible expense, is that one, 2025. The other one that we just discussed is something related to some other head that will also be deducted. Okay. And then finally you get the profits and gains, taxable profits and gains. Let's take a very quickly small example. Then we can wind up. Give me 1 second. Okay, I don't have an appropriate question for discussing this. No, there is none. Let's create one. Not a problem. Let's create one question. Okay. Suppose net income provided is 2 lakhs, 2,15,000. Net income provided for the assessees 2,15,000. Additional information provided is depreciation allowed in books. It's suppose 20,000. Then you have suppose you have 2 blocks. One is building, another one is suppose machinery. Then in building you have opening balance of suppose 1,50,000, and in machinery suppose you have 50,000, no 40,000. And during the year you have purchased machinery for 10,000, and the date is 1st November 2020. Now we have some other expenses which are something like this. Another income is given as dividend we have received. Additional information these are, okay. So net income is already provided. So we have dividend received of suppose 15,000. We have lottery income of 2,500. Then we have penalty paid of suppose 2,000. Then we have, suppose for example, okay, let's take this much only, not a problem. So you have to calculate taxable income from business and profession. Let me tell you about the penalty paid. Penalty paid is not allowed, okay, as per income tax. Penalty paid is not allowed as per income tax. Can you please calculate the taxable income? I'm not asking for the tax amount, just the taxable income from business and profession. In the meantime, let me search for any other question.
The 2,50,000.
2,50,000 you said?
Yeah.
Okay, let me calculate.
Oh, wait, okay, I didn't know that. But then it said the depreciation which is allowed is only 20,000, right?
Allowed in books, I said, in books. Depreciation allowed in books.
Oh, okay.
As per accounts, that is 20,000.
Dheeraj, the depreciation allowed in books can be considered as already a calculated amount, right?
No.
Only to
No.
9%.
What I mean to say by that is depreciation allowed in books. Depreciation in books. I would rather say as per books. Let's not confuse here. Depreciation as
The
per books.
253,
Sorry, come again?
253, 250.
No, incorrect.
So you're saying something like depreciation as per books means 20,000 means this is the amount, like it's depreciation on which asset?
Which asset you are asking?
Well, yeah, I'm not clear on this point. Maybe I had missed out the initial session.
Depreciation that is given as per the accounts, as per books in the income statement is 20,000.
Okay, so is it
That's
something like maximum we can deduct this much, or is it something on top of the blocks we have to add this and then deduct it from the blocks.
No, we just discussed, no? Here, what we discussed was, if you look at this, 20 and 16 was there in our example. So this 20 is nothing but 20,000 in this case, which is given in the income statement. What do we do about it? We added that 20, we deducted 16.
Okay. So 16 is nothing but the block percentage multiplied
As per
and the
income
amount,
tax.
whatever.
As per
Okay.
income tax. Yes. Yes.
Got it. So if this amount is not given, then we can directly multiply with the block amount and then calculate the amount and deduct it, right?
No, we still have to do it in this question.
No, in this question it's fine. If it is not given, if the depreciation as per books is not given in any of the question.
If it is not given in that case, you can assume that it is same as income tax. So no need of doing anything.
Same as income tax
Yeah.
means the
Yeah.
calculated amount.
So as per income tax also 20,000, as per books also 20,000. You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Is it 169, 250?
It is no, in 196, 750. I might have also made some mistakes. We'll cross verify. When let's give some time to others also to do it.
15%. 15%.
Is it 194, 750?
196, 750. You haven't added back the penalty.
And the 2000 I didn't add. Yeah, 196.
Sorry, Dheeraj, why is the penalty added? It should be subtracted, right? It's something we paid.
Look at this example here.
Expense paid. It's a expense.
Look
Right?
at this. Look at this example here. Okay, and when the expense was 20 and it became 15 in the earlier example that we were discussing, income is
Okay, okay.
increasing or decreasing? Increasing, right?
Yeah, right.
When
right.
something is not allowed, in that case, income will increase. So you will add back.
Okay.
The calculation going wrong. 15,150. 2250 plus 6,000 plus 750 plus 1,000. Oh, God. Just can you go a little bit up to show the problem? Oh, depreciation was not done.
I've just posted the question in the group. Well, I'm forming one more question. So just look at that picture in case you need to relook at the question, please.
Mm.
Anybody else who got the answer?
I'm getting something different.
Okay, we'll cross verify quickly. Give me one second.
189. Oh. 9,005. No, what I got it. 10,000.
Okay, let's look at it. Our net income is 215. Yes. Depreciation as per books is 20,000. We have to add back. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's calculate the depreciation now. 1,50,000 is the building. Building is 10%, right? Yes. Machinery 40,000, 15%. Purchased machinery on 1st November 2020. So less than 180 days, 10,000. So half of the depreciation, 7.5%. Yes.
Yes.
So our depreciation comes to 15,000, 6,750, totaling to 21,750. Yes.
Yes.
Machinery purchased, additional depreciation will be allowed on that, but because less than 180 days, so half of the depreciation that comes to 10% of 10,000, that is 1,000. So our total depreciation becomes 22,750. Everybody got the answer?
Yes.
So we deduct 22,750. Now let's come to next one. That is dividend receipt. We have to deduct 15,000. Yes.
Yeah.
Daughter income 2,500. We also have to deduct. Penalty paid, not allowed. We have to add back. So if you do the calculation now, your taxable income comes to 1,96,750. Sel, where will you stop?
No, again, as I said, provisions, I don't know how much tax, right? So that's where the problem is.
Okay, the rate of depreciation, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. The rate of depreciation is given here. I had given 5 rates.
That's where I'm missing. Building, I took 15%. That's the problem.
Okay.
This is what I like to look at.
Yes. So building 10%, building and furniture both are 10%, intangible assets 25%, plant and machinery had 3 categories, computer and books both are 40, other plant and machinery 15%.
Got it. I think this is where the mistake is.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? One more question we will do and we'll wind up, and this is where we are ending PGBP, professional gains on business and profession. We'll be taking up capital gains in the evening. Then after that, very few things are there. I'm skipping a lot of things, to be honest, skipping a lot of things because I don't think those are relevant for us. Very straightforward questions will be there in the exam. So if we practice this much also, that is fine. We should be able to get decent marks at least.
The problem is he should not ask too many theory questions like he asked in the midterm. Then it will become a problem.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, we can't cover theory, everything that is there. So much of content is there in income tax. So better to focus on the numerical only as of now.
Sure.
Any questions related to the question? Okay. One more provision is something like this. When we talk about allowed or not allowed, one basic concept is this. An expenditure will be allowed if it is not the nature described between 30 to 36. You forget about it. The first one I'm deleting also. Forget about it. Second one is, it is not in the nature of capital expenditure. What does this mean? What is capital expenditure? Can somebody tell?
Buying machinery or anything.
Yeah, asset is purchased. That is not an expense, right? It should not be deducted. It is not in the nature of personal expenditure. Isn't it obvious? I'm going for a personal trip and I'm charging that expense to the business income. I mean, straightforward, the income tax officer will add back that expense, saying that, you won't get the benefit of it. You're going to pay tax for that much amount. It is met for the purpose of business or profession. The purpose of the expense should be business of the business or profession only. The purpose should not be something else. Very, very generic things. Okay, just have these things in mind while reading this question. Following is a profit and loss account of Mr. Q for the year ended this. We have gross profit, we have IT refund, we have interest on company deposits. Then we have on the left side, we have expenses, repairs on building, we have amount paid to IIT Mumbai for an approved scientific research program. We have then interest, we have then traveling, we have net profit. Net profit is 93,950. Now, then we have repairs on building includes 1 lakh being cost of laying a toilet roof. Then we have interest payments include 50,000 on which TDS has not been deducted and penalty for the contravention of goods and services tax of 24,000. So interest, which is 1,10,000, in this there are two components that are mentioned specifically. I'll talk about it slightly after reading out. Compute the income chargeable under head profits against your business or profession of Mr. Q for the year ended 31st March 2021, ignoring depreciation. Now let me give you some additional information which would help you in solving the question. IT refund. Do you think IT refund should be taxable? Many of you must have received IT refund in the past. Have you paid tax on the IT refund?
No.
No, right? It is not taxable. Yes, it is not taxable. So another information. Amount paid to IIT Mumbai for approved scientific research program, it is completely allowed, 100% allowed. Okay. Another information. Traveling. By the name of it, doesn't it seem personal expenditure?
Yes.
But then it can be used for business traveling, right?
It depends on your assumption. Okay. But from the name of it, because nothing else is mentioned, I'm assuming that it is personal expenditure. Okay. I'm assuming that
it can. Dheeraj, do you mean to say that somewhere if it is for business, it will be written as business travel?
Yeah, something like that. Or it would be written as tour and travel expenditure, something like that. When they so see, again, you can have a different opinion here and just write a note for it, and that would be sufficient for you to take that assumption and you would be getting full marks. But for me personally, what I'm saying is, just when you say traveling, it seems personal from the word. Some other formal language would happen there. For example, tour and traveling expense, just tour and traveling, or anything else for that matter, in fact.
Business travel,
So
yeah.
yeah, or suppose a freight, it would have been written as freight. When the employees are flying, the charge is, there are so many other names to call it. So from the name, I'm assuming that it is a personal expenditure. But again, if you feel like it is a business, just write a note and go for it. You would get full marks for sure. For me, I'm saying here, I'm giving you the information. It is actually personal traveling. Let me also clear the confusion of writing it here. Personal traveling. Take it like that. Now, net profit we have. Next points are repairs on building includes 1 lakh. What does this mean? Let me tell you. Repairs of building was 1,81,000. Yes. Out of that 1,81,000, 1 lakh is for laying toilet roof. Laying toilet roof is a capital expenditure. Laying toilet roof is a capital expenditure. Now you will ask me, then repairs of building, the rest of it can also be a capital expenditure. Then I'll give you the logic. The logic is, when you are making a repair which is increasing the economic benefit from an asset, that's when the capital expenditure comes into picture. If no information is given as such about the economic benefit, that case assume that it is just a repair in such a way so that our regular business can continue. It is not increasing our economic benefit. It is just bringing the economic benefit to the normal level. In that case, those repair are regular expenses, not capital expenditure. I'll repeat what I just said. Repair of building, suppose you did, suppose in the factory, your machine is installed. Some part of the machine is bolted to the ground, and that cement is almost broken, so much so that you feel like tomorrow the machine might tilt to that side, because of which your operation will get affected. You are bringing in some builder, and telling them, you know what, you break down that concrete and make it fresh. Do it again. Do you think it is a capital expenditure?
No, this seems like only repair.
Only repair, because logic, you think about this, okay, it is not increasing your economic benefit. It is actually keeping the benefit to the same level that it was. If you don't do it, tomorrow it will break down and your operation will come down. Your business will come down. You're just making up for that. Suppose I'll give you another example on the side. Machine you have. One guy comes in, some marketing guy tells, you know what, you have this machine. You add this product that we are selling, your production will increase by 50 units per day. You add this machine to it, this part to it, your production will increase by 15 minutes. Now this becomes your capital expenditure because it is increasing your economic benefit. Make sense? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming back to the question, we had repairs on building of 1,81,000. I'm telling you, 1 lakh is capital expenditure, rest of it is regular expenditure. Make sense?
Yeah.
Interest includes 50,000 on which TDS has not been deducted. There is a separate provision where some expenses will not be allowed to the organization if the TDS has not been deducted, which is why companies are so serious about TDS. Because they know if they don't deduct it, it will not be allowed for them while calculating the income taxes. So 50,000 of interest is not allowed here. Penalty for contravention of goods and service tax. Any penalty you see wherever is not allowed under income tax. Penalty by default means that you have done something wrong, because of which you are paying some penalty. That can never be accepted as an expense for your business. So penalty is always disallowed. So 24,000 is also disallowed. I have given you all the information now. You just have to do the calculation. Please do the calculation and tell me what is the taxable income. And we'll wind up right after that. We have only 5 minutes. Quickly, can you do?
Dheeraj, just one doubt.
Yeah.
The scientific research program, that will be totally written off, right?
No, it is allowed.
Okay.
So nothing to do with it. Because it is allowed and nicely deducted also. Right?
Yeah. So we don't have to mention that at all.
You don't have to do anything about it. Anybody got the answer?
Is it 3,47,450?
No. One more point. The 6,400 is taxable under other sources, income from other sources, not profits and gains of business or profession.
3,83,450?
83. No, it is not that. It should be 384. So tell me now, 93,950 is your income, right? You took that.
And I deducted 8,100.
Perfect.
Deducted 6,400.
Yes.
Added 1 lakh.
Yes.
Added 50,000.
Yes.
Then 24,000.
Yes.
Okay, I got the. I put only 1,30,000.
That is 1,30,550. Yes. Yes. That's what I was also thinking. All right. There is only less than 1 minute. You guys do it. This is the answer. I'll be sharing the document either way. Cross-verify with your answer, not a problem. One more thing is that just now I was thinking that book for profit concept is there. I'll be taking up that thing in the evening, and then we'll move to the capital gains. By the time this video ends, we'll wind up. Thank you, everybody. We'll meet in the evening.
Yeah. Dheeraj, could you also share this file?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that for sure.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Dheeraj,
Dheeraj.
now what time in the evening are you planning?
I'm not sure yet. I'll confirm by
Okay,
afternoon.
sure.
Yeah.
We have to be careful because there's already another session.
Yeah,
which will be
I
there,
know. I know.
Right. So
Yeah.
we have to see that.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you
Dheeraj.
so much, Dheeraj.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.